Yeah, I fucked up.
Hey YouTube, today we're going to be watching a video on social repose. This guy with the purple headdress admitting he cheated on Jacqueline Glenn, and that's his now ex-girlfriend. And if you guys think that name sounds familiar, it's because she was recently in the news for accusing BuzzFeed for allegedly stealing her ideas, content ideas for her videos, and she has a video all about that, on how even the camera angles, the topics look the same or were the same. So that's alleged right now. I don't know where that is right now, but we'll see where that ends up going if there's an update to that story. But today it is about her now ex-boyfriend's video apology, and I wanted to watch it react fresh to it. So here we go.
Now, I'm well aware that making this video and talking about this and responding to Jacqueline's recent video, I'm definitely going to lose some fans. I'm going to lose some friends. But there's two sides to every story.
So it's that last line. There's two sides to every story. That applies to a lot of things, but you know, if you really want to look remorseful, you're not going to be like excusing what you did, because that sounds like an excuse already. Like, yeah, I cheated on her, but you don't know the whole story.
And she kind of took me on with the thought that she could fix me, and that there's a lot of good parts that she saw in me, and I commend her for that. But at the same time, everyone did warn her, and I don't know, it just sucks that I proved them all right. I did.
This is the best apology if I ever heard one, because the fact that, I personally don't believe in going into a relationship thinking you can change someone. You shouldn't have to change them, to be honest. But that's not an apology, just more like well, you should have seen this coming. You were warned. Even though he said, I proved them right, you didn't have to prove them right. It's within your control to prove someone wrong. And that's just not what happened here.
After month 2 or 3, she was like ready to settle down with me and ready to get a house, and it just seemed so perfect. And I was like, what are you doing? What do you...
So, he has that listed meeting that, hey, this is where I went wrong. I should have just broken it off. When she's talking all about all this, let's buy a house together, let's move in together, and he was just like, oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you going along with this? He should have pumped the brakes. He's a singer. I know he has a voice, so that means he can talk. He has a mouth, he can talk. So why didn't you just pump the brakes? What happened? It's like he saw this happening, and he could just stop this, and he could have just pumped the brakes right there, avoided himself this whole PR issue, and avoided especially hurting this girl Jacqueline's feelings. But he didn't. He didn't have a spine for it.
What it comes down to is just don't make promises you can't keep. And I made a promise I couldn't keep, and it is devastating her right now, and I have to live with that for the rest of my life.
So this is all about commitment, making a promise, monogamy. And it's true, don't make a promise that you can't keep. And it's true, this girl is going to be hurt. But the angle he works at the end of the statement, like, feel sorry for me because I'm also going to be living with this for the rest of my life. I promise you that the person that was hurt the most here was not you. It was Jacqueline. And this is just not me being biased from a girl's standpoint of view. This is literally the logic. If I tell you something or do something hurtful to you, I'm going to be hurting less than you are. Why? Because you're the one hearing all this stuff. You're the one going through all this. You're the one that was blindsided. And because I'm a true believer of, a cheater can be a cheater with the same person, but maybe in a different relationship, they have a chance to redeem themselves. He could have chosen to be different to her in this relationship, but he didn't. That means he really just has not changed at all. But no, sir, you're not the one that's going to be dealing with this for the rest of your life. She's the one that's going to be dealing with these feelings. And this is going to bring on a new insecurity for her. So, no, I'm not sorry for you.
I kind of lost my way along at some point with this channel, at least in the past 6 months. Originally, it was all about art and music and kind of statements that I wanted to make. And instead, it just kind of turned into videos highlighting my relationships and my personal life, which ultimately that's not why I do the tour, and that I couldn't just turn off for a couple hours and just talk about our relationship. And it's clearly I'm a careerist. I'm so deeply entrenched in social repose just as an entity. I'm a little hurt that she kind of broadcasted everything. I'm not hurt that she talked about the cheating. I knew she would have to talk about that at some point, but to go into such graphic detail feels a little unnecessary.
So I get it, I would be disappointed in the state of my channel if I didn't have on there stuff I didn't like, but he's putting stuff up of his life, and it's not like his music career went down. He's actually on a world tour right now. Like, he's on tour. He is just fine. His career hasn't been affected by a relationship. The fact is that you wanted to do other stuff and you couldn't be like, hey, I just don't want to be in a relationship right now. And the fact that he's sitting up in here like, I'm just a little hurt that she, was so graphic about the details, that she was, giving all these details and putting all our business out there. It's like, honey, I can assure you this. She was not sitting up in there while she was making the video like, oh, maybe I'm just not going to put this up. No, she was hurt. She wasn't thinking about your feelings at all. Just like you were not thinking about her feelings when you were cheating on her with, guess what? This is the real kicker. His ex-girlfriend. Just let that one sink in. I'm not trying to be biased, but come on now, bruh. On top of that, you're cheating on her with your ex-girlfriend. I can't even. Like, come on now, homeboy. You should know better than this. You're an adult. So yeah, basically he ends the video with, I promise to do better as social repos, make better content, make better videos, all that good stuff, just be a better YouTuber. And I'm sorry to you fans. That's how he ended it. And, I get it. Because then he kind of went into like a disciplining tone, like, once you fucked up, all you can do is be better and da 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 da. It's like, yeah, that's cool, bruh, but you're completely way off topic. Like, this was supposed to be an apology, not really to fans, really more like an open apology to your ex now girlfriend, where she is just hurting. And it didn't really sound like that. This whole video, I didn't include the whole thing just because he really pauses so much. Like, if you go back and watch the video yourself, I promise you, this guy pauses so much that I'm just like, you're long-winded. Honestly, you could have just been like, hey, I'm sorry, I fucked up. But no, he went into, I'm sorry, I regret this, and my fans, my sponsors, please don't leave me. And then, yeah, all I can do is be better from this. And yeah, this is all I have to say. All in all, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment what you liked, what you thought about the video, and what you think I should react to next. Please don't forget to subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video.